Cask 529. I'm Brian.
And I'm Shona.
What did you find for us today?
Well, Brian and I went bourbon hunting today.
We did.
So we were driving south to new Riff Distillery and to go visit PartySource to see what we might be able to find down there in Kentucky. On the way, I started thinking, you know what, my Woodford Batch Proof was released earlier this month, and I'm going to look to see if any of those Cincinnati liquor stores might have it while we're going past there. And guess what? I found it.
Guessing you found one.
Yeah. So if you watched previously, this was on my hunt list for 2024, one of my 5. So I have accomplished getting 2 of my 5 so far.
She has. She's almost halfway there.
And so I'm super excited to taste this bad boy. So the Woodford Reserve Batch Proof 2024 is 121.2 proof this year.
And last year was 124.7 proof, so they're close.
Yep. So this is the same mash bill as the Kentucky Straight Bourbon that Woodford puts out.
Okay.
Only it goes, they blend over 100 barrels and to
come up with
this. And then they only bottle a certain amount of that in the pure cask strength.
Okay.
Instead of diluting it or proofing it down to 90.4%.
Well, I know that last year this was a phenomenal pour.
It was.
Complete surprise last year.
Yes. we had never even, well, he had, but I hadn't really heard of it. So
now it's like the ceiling is so high. Let's hope it doesn't disappoint, right?
Woodford never disappoints, never.
Okay, so we're just going to do this, huh? We're just going to jump in?
We're going to jump in because I've been waiting to get home all day so that we could jump into this.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah, nice nose. Normal Woodford smell, you're getting a little bit of the oak, the caramel, the vanilla. Really sweet nose. Doesn't disappoint. If I was going to give this nose a score, which we decided not to score tonight because I was too excited to jump in, I'd definitely say it scores right up there.
Without having tasted 2023's right before it, to compare it. So good.
Very good.
It's not, I know it doesn't have a port finish to it, but it kind of gives me that hint of port. I can't really give that flavor I can't pinpoint it other than that's what it reminds me of. And I know it's not that.
Right. So when it enters your palate, it's sweet.
Very. Yes.
And then it's finishing with a peppery spice and a long lasting.
For me, it carried some pepper all the way through.
All the way through?
Yeah, right. But the sweet and the pepper were there right at the start.
But I'm getting the caramel, the vanilla, the oak. It's like a heavy brown sugar.
Brown sugar, yes, absolutely.
Like a very heavy.
Is that flavor I'm getting maybe like a molasses?
Yeah, I'm sure it is because it's a heavier. So I would say that's probably molasses with the brown sugar. Probably picking up little hints of dried fruit. And that's probably where you're getting the brandy.
Yeah, I'll bet that's...
It's very good. Very well worth the hunt.
It's kind of like
well worth the find.
Maybe some raisin in there, in with your dried fruit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Man, that's, to me, I don't think it disappoints. I mean, it's as good as last year's, I believe.
Right. I'm picking up just a hint of the tobacco taste that I get.
Right. Yeah,
So good.
There's so many sweet notes in there, flavors that.
Glad I was hunting it. Glad we were able to find it. Definitely worth the hunt for me. I know in Ohio, this bottle MSRP's for the 150, $149.99. Luckily, I was able to find it in Ohio, so I was able to pay MSRP for it. I'm glad I had it on the list because it did not disappoint. Now, would you like to compare it to 2023?
I feel like we should probably do that.
I figured you'd say that, so I went ahead and had it poured. So, again, like we said, 2023's was 124.7 proof. And I took the liberty of pouring you up the glass
Well, thank you.
so you can compare them. Okay, I have to say, the 2024, of course, is a neck pour. I mean, we just got that. The nose on the 2023, I think I might like a little bit better, but they're both really good.
This has more, again, very good. Has more of a creamy, kind of gives me that maple syrup that I get more so than that did.
Yes. This one enters your palate with the charred oak.
Yeah.
It then finishes sweet with like the dried fruit, and I'm getting like the cherry. The finish is like a cherry fruit. Both really good. I don't know if I can say I like one better than the other.
Well, I think right now, I really liked last year's. But I think right now I like this year's better. Because it doesn't have that creamy.
Oh, because you don't, I like the creamy where you don't.
Yeah. However, we don't know once this gets opened up. You know, in a couple weeks, this probably will have a little different profile to it. I'm going to drink that.
Oh, I figured you were.
Yeah, and I would
didn't
drink
figure you
it,
were gonna
and
save
I
it
would
for
drink
me.
it tomorrow if you poured it for me.
Yep.
But at this very moment, I like this year's a little better.
Better? I like them both. So if you liked 2023, I would definitely recommend that you go get 2024.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with 2024 if you liked 2023.
Right. Great Woodford product.
Yep. And really, we'd have been surprised had it not been that.
Yep, absolutely. To say, so the first liquor store that we went to was actually Mason, Ohio. I forget the name of it. And we went in, we checked the shelves. And you know what they had on the shelves? They had, is it the Bearcat? Is that what it's called? The $2,000 bottle of Woodford. I have never seen that ever in my life.
It wasn't on the shelf, was it?
Yeah, it was with the other Woodfords.
Oh,
It was in a pretty box. And I was like, oh, my mouth was drooling. I don't think I would ever pay $2,000 for a bottle of bourbon. However, just to actually see it, it was awesome because I never expected to actually see a bottle of it. So that was pretty cool. And it was at MSRP too. So really cool. Anyways, walked the shelves. We couldn't find the batch proof. So on our way out the door, very nice crew. Very, very sweet crew. I said, hey, I seen on OHLQ that you had the batch proof, but I didn't see it. Do you know if you have any left? And she took me back, showed us where they put the normal stuff that comes in on their deliveries. That's not usual, you know, the allocated stuff and stuff like that. And they had one bottle left. And I think I probably did like internal cartwheels because I was so excited.
Yeah, I think so. Certainly she didn't do any external cartwheels.
No, I did not. However,
But she was pretty excited.
so then we went down to New Riff,
We did.
and it was a very enjoyable experience.
Beautiful facility.
Gorgeous.
Super staff, again.
Yes. I got to enjoy some tastings. Bryan, being the driver and being a few hours away, did not, so I'm sorry about that. However,
But are you?
I did get all the ones I tasted so that you could taste them here. So
You did.
it's not like you're going to miss out.
We're going to have some friends next month come and christen those bottles with us.
We are. But what did you find at what I would call a gas station liquor store?
So we had a friend that's got some friends that are looking for the new Crown Royal Blackberry.
Yeah.
That hasn't hit the shelves here in Ohio yet. And so she knew we were going to Kentucky, and she said, "Hey, would you try to find that for me?" I said, "Yep, sure will." So it wasn't at PartySource.
Right.
Wasn't there.
We stopped at a Kroger's. They didn't have anything.
My phone gave me false info, said this particular Kroger's was a liquor store. It was not. So I looked back at my phone and there was a liquor store like, I don't know, half a mile away. So jumped in the car, ran over there. I walked down the Bourbon aisle, which wasn't very big. It was a really small store. Shona was still looking. I walked all the way through the store, came back, and lo and behold, sitting on the shelf was a bottle of Yellowstone limited edition, which I looked, now this is a 2023 release. I looked for last year, couldn't find it. So this was actually on my list for this year, 2024. It may or may not remain on the list. We'll see how this is when we have it.
Yes.
But
So he was then doing his internal cartwheels.
I was.
So it was a good day. It was a good hunting day.
So I think for tonight, that's all we've got, really.
It is. We definitely recommend the 2024 Woodford Batch Proof.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Again, like we said earlier, if you like 2023, 2024 is not going to disappoint.
Not at all.
So with that, guys, hit that like button, drop us a comment, hit the subscribe button if you would, please.
Yes.
And until next time, we hope you have a great night.
Thanks, everyone.